Millionaire Success Habits by Dean Graziosi. Wouldn't it be nice to be able to make tiny little changes in your everyday life in order to live like a millionaire? Well, in Dean Graziosi's book, Millionaire Success Habits, he teaches you how to do just that. The authors will break down how by just making small changes in your habits and patterns, you will gain more wealth, increase your happiness, and live a more fulfilling life. Getting wealthy may not cure every problem, but it sure can cure a lot of them. Dean Graziosi. These key points will give you the courage to follow your dreams and start living your life with a greater purpose. You don't need extra hours in the day to start living like a successful millionaire. Key points. Financial stress. The stress of finances can hurt your professional and personal development. Money is often considered evil. However, that's simply not the case. Money can be evil if used for evils such as stealing or committing fraud. But the truth is, money is actually a useful tool for many of us to live a more fulfilling life. It is the solution to a lot of problems such as overdue bills and hunger. Financial instability can cause increased stress, anxiety, depression, and poor self-esteem. Your bank account not only affects your mental well-being, but it can also have physical effects as well. Chronic stress can manifest into ailments such as type 2 diabetes, heart problems, and stomach ulcers. And, because of these illnesses, chances are more money problems will occur because of medical bills. Money is not only good for the eager entrepreneur, but it is also one of the keys to living a healthier life. Motivating factors. When you identify the motivation behind your dream or desire, it makes it easier to come up with the plan. Without a plan, motivation can disappear quickly. That's because without a plan, it's hard to envision actually reaching success. It doesn't matter how fast you can go, it doesn't matter how much passion you have, and it doesn't matter how much energy you put into something. If you don't have a vision and clarity on the destination you want to reach, you'll simply never get there. Dean Graziosi. For example, if a business owner wants to be successful in order to provide for his family, then he can take a look at each step along the way to analyze if it is moving him closer to his end goal. When you're trying to identify your motivation, it might be helpful to look at different motivational techniques. According to Gretchen Rubin, a self-improvement speaker and author, there are 4 main types of motivational profiles that people are categorized as. The 4 main types. Number 1, upholders. These are the people who are self-motivated, but also benefit from external encouragement as well. Number 2, questioners. These are the people who are driven by internal desires. They also ignore outside opinions and directions unless it is fully explained and they believe it can benefit them. Number 3, obligers. These are the people who are not self-motivated but can get things done well when given a deadline. And number 4, rebels. These are the people that are not motivated internally or externally. They use competition to become motivated because they're determined to prove people wrong. By knowing your own motivational type, you can determine how you react with change and see how you handle deadlines given by others. Profitable habits. To create profitable habits, you must first get rid of unproductive habits. For example, if you spend all day scrolling on social media and doing mindless chores like washing your car, you're wasting time that could be spent pursuing a long-term goal. If there are tasks in your life that are not moving you forward in the direction of your dream, then you must get rid of them. With text messaging and emails buzzing in our pockets, our constant availability for phone calls, and hot new apps and social media on our phones, we are more distracted, more unfocused, and more enmeshed in sweating the small stuff than ever before. And this leads to many of us feeling like we're sprinting every day, but really not getting anywhere. Dean Graziosi. If you can't get rid of the task, chances are you can find someone else to take care of it. For example, going to a car wash instead of hand washing your car. It may seem like you're spending more money, but really you're spending a little more to be able to make a lot more because you'll have more time to devote to your business. Sometimes bad habits get in the way of a new formed success habit. A way to eliminate this is to look for cues that may be encouraging and solidifying the bad habit. Habits are formed when you repeatedly do them, and cues often come in forms of smell, sight, time, and environment. For example, you might have a habit of eating junk food late at night while watching TV on the couch. To eliminate this bad habit of eating junk, you could try to spend your nights doing something more hands-on, such as drawing or even reading a book. Building relationships with clients. An entrepreneur who works at building solid relationships with their clients will have a better chance of success. Clients will remember businesses and companies that gave them personal services. For example, if a customer is at a bar and the bartender knows their name and order, they're more likely to return. By learning about your customers, you can customize your service and make the experience more appealing to them. And they will certainly tell their friends. Successful business owners don't just grow an understanding relationship with their clients, they use that information to come up with creative solutions to their problems. Sales representatives of a company must even go a step further and try to teach the customer something new about the problem they're experiencing and how it is affecting them. Then they must solve it. Recovering from failure. Losing is not all bad. It's actually a great lesson for entrepreneurs. You must learn how to rebound quickly in order to be successful. When entrepreneurs do not experience failure, chances are they're not taking enough risks. You shouldn't think of everything as a downright failure. Instead, you should think of these fails as failed attempts because you are attempting a success. Worrying leads to inaction. If you worry about the future, it'll be harder to be present and take action. For example, if you know you need to make a change to your company's product because sales aren't increasing and are afraid to make a drastic change to the product because of the possibility of a decrease in revenue, then you remain stuck where you are. As children, we're taught to stand in line and do what everybody else does. We're taught to get good grades, follow the crowds, do what's popular at the time, go to high school, get into a college, then find a job, start a 401k, save our money, and hopefully retire with enough to get us to death without running out. Dean Graziosi. A good thing to remember is that usually when you're dreading something and it actually happens, it's not as bad as you anticipated. There is always a way to fix things. Happiness is a source. Happiness is not caused by success. Rather, success is caused by happiness. It is the source. Happiness happens when you're creating a satisfying life. For example, if you opened your own business and are able to work your own hours and travel when you want. If you are grateful for the life you are living, you're less likely to be jealous of others and compare your life to the lives of others. Happiness can be increased by adding habits into your life that bring you internal joy and satisfaction. For example, if painting makes you happy, then paint. Being happy will only help you work toward your long-term goals. Adopt positive changes. Positive changes are best made gradually. For example, it is easier to cut out white bread in your diet rather than deciding you're going to cut out carbs and sugar completely. Big sudden changes can be overwhelming, and it might make you slip back into bad habits. Changes shouldn't be implemented all at once. It's important to keep up with the positive changes even after things in your life improve. For example, if you cut out white bread and you find you're feeling healthier, don't go back to eating it and think that everything is solved forever. Chances are you will start to feel unhealthy once again. The main takeaway. Developing successful habits takes time. You must identify and eliminate bad habits and time wasters and replace them with successful behaviors gradually and not all at once.
Hi, I'm Rhonda, and this is an exclusive audiobook video recorded for the Audiobook Master Channel. Enjoy your audiobook and have fun learning. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button so you'll get updated on our next upload. If you liked the video, give us a thumbs up, and say your thoughts about the book we just covered. Do you want to listen to a summary or review of a book that we haven't covered in the past? Say it in the comments below or send us a message. Don't forget to check our other uploads. Enjoy listening!